Welcome and good morning, everyone. Thank you. This is one of my favorite times of the year as we launch the fall semester. It's a busy, productive, and energizing time, and I want to thank you for your continued work and dedication to the college and our students. Before we begin today's recognitions, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge and thank individuals who provide steady leadership and strategic guidance to this institution, our Board of Regents. If you would, please stand as I call your name so we may recognize you. Chairman Bill Croak, Vice Chairman Norm Maestrick, Secretary Brandon Klabes, Treasurer Chris Hill, Regent Lori Vaught Majors, Regent Greg Smith, and Regent Stacy Willard. As you know, I officially stepped into the role of president on July 1 after serving as provost and vice president for academic affairs. It's an honor to serve this community in a new capacity. As many of you know, we're well into the 99-day listening tour, and I've had the privilege of hearing directly from many of you. Those conversations have been both insightful and inspiring, highlighting not only areas of opportunity, but also reaffirming the many strengths that make Rose State so special. One message has come through consistently. Our people want systems and structures that support progress, not slow it down. We're responding to that feedback by realigning resources to support our people, eliminate duplication, and position work for greater impact. While some recent changes, like the reallocation of services previously housed under the Campus Resource Center, have already been communicated, these shifts are part of a broader institutional focus, increasing clarity, strengthening collaboration, and creating space for our people to thrive. Central to this is our broader digital transformation. Our new Enterprise Resource Planning System, or ERP, is an essential step toward improving how we manage data, processes, and communication across the college. In tandem, the implementation of Slate, our new Customer Relationship Management, or CRM platform, will help us deliver a more cohesive and connected experience for students, starting from their very first interaction with Rose State College. Together, these efforts support our move toward a single source of truth, a digital ecosystem where information is consistent, accessible, and actionable. At the same time, the work on our strategic plan is underway, led by Vice President Cordell Jordan. This plan will provide a clear, measurable framework for institutional priorities and progress. It will help us define where we're headed, align our resources accordingly, and ensure we're not just doing more, but doing what matters most. To everyone who has contributed to these early efforts, thank you. Your insight is helping to build a stronger, smarter, and more responsive Rose State. I'd now like to share a few recent job and title changes within the president's area. With the continued expansion of our athletics program, we are also growing the academic support structure for our student athletes. Carla Robinson and Whitney Robinson will now serve as academic advisors within the athletics department. In another strategic shift, Chelsea Hunt now serves as the college's grant writer. With Chelsea moving into this role, Emily Fisher will assume responsibility for the strategic coordination work, specifically within the area of workforce development. Emily will play a key role in advancing the college's micro-credential and short-term training efforts, building stronger connections with industry partners, the Oklahoma Department of Commerce, and supporting faculty and staff as we expand programming designed to meet regional workforce needs. These changes represent more than just reassignments. They reflect a deliberate strategy to match talent with purpose and ensure that our people and programs are set up to thrive. Now I want to take a moment to formally recognize the individuals who make up our Executive Council, a team that continues to evolve in structure and scope, but remains grounded in collaboration, institutional knowledge, and forward-thinking leadership. These individuals lead the core functions that keep Rose State moving, and I've asked each of them to focus not just on operational excellence, but on identifying opportunities for innovation, alignment, and meaningful progress. I'll ask that each of you stand as your name is called. Dr. Kent Lashley, Executive Vice President and Chief Financial Officer. Dr. Melissa Hyatt, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. Cordell Jordan, Vice President for Marketing and Communications. Dr. Kirby Harsman, Vice President for Student Affairs. Cody Cooper, Executive Director of Athletic Programs. Dr. Anita Poole-Inslee, Executive Director of the Foundation and Resource Development. Dr. Whitney Alvis, Chief of Staff. And Michelle Nutter, Executive Assistant to the President and Board. Each of these individuals play a vital role in leading their respective areas while contributing to the broader strategy of the college. I am deeply grateful for their professionalism, their insight, and their shared commitment to serving our students and community. In addition to our executive leadership team, I want to take a moment to recognize another important group of campus leaders, our organization presidents. These individuals represent the voice of their colleagues, facilitating communication across the college and helping us continually improve the work we do. Please join me in acknowledging the presidents for the 2025-2026 academic year. Professor Ann Smith, President of the Faculty Senate. Kim Query, President of the Professional and Administrative Staff Association, or PASA. Ash James, President of the Classified Staff Association, or CSA. Thank you for your service and for the leadership you bring to your respective groups. I look forward to working alongside each of you in the year ahead. Please join me in thanking this remarkable team for their leadership, collaboration, and commitment to excellence. As we look to the year ahead, I want to acknowledge the important role that onboarding and role transitions play in keeping our college dynamic and forward-moving. At this time, I would typically recognize those within the president's area who are making milestone years of service, but this year, we don't have anyone. However, this gives me a chance to highlight the important enhancement we've made to how we recognize service across the college. In place of traditional items like pins or other items that might otherwise collect dust, we've moved to a more meaningful, flexible model through the awards network. Eligible employees now receive access to an online catalog of gift options within their designated service year tier, which you can see on the screen. This allows each person to select something personally useful or meaningful. Options range from household items and tools to electronics, jewelry, and other personalized selections. As you can see on the screen. It's a small way to say thank you for the meaningful contributions made year after year. As you'll see this morning, we have many colleagues who've been building Rose State's legacy across decades. At this time, I'm pleased to welcome Associate Vice President for Academic Affairs, Andrea Zerland, to the stage. Andrea, the stage is yours.
Good morning. I am here in place of Melissa, or Dr. Hyatt, I should say. She is the newly Academic Affairs Vice President, but she is taking her youngest child to the first day of school in Middale Public Schools this morning and will join us as soon as she can. And so I get to do this in her place. Yay. I have 3 pages of things to announce for, so just kind of warning, new positions, new hires, and then service awards. Any of those in academic affairs who are getting a service award, you could come up and be ready once I get through these new appointments, so that you should know who you are for academic affairs service awards. All right, so after Melissa and then myself in a new role, out of the LRC, we have Mackenzie Corrigan, who is the new director of ATTIC, which is Academic Technology and Teaching Innovation Center, which is known as e-learning formerly. If you would stand and let people at least get a visual of you. Then from Business Information and Technology, we have Craig Dawkins as Dean. Joshua Benefield, Professor in Accounting. Cayman Buller, Supervisor, BIT Computer Lab. Dr. Brittany Cobb, Professor, Paralegal Studies. Dr. Tammy Hollis, Director, Cybersecurity. Chuck Louviere, Associate Director, Cybersecurity. Ricky Palmer, Assistant Supervisor, BIT Computer Lab. For Health Sciences Division, we have Julie Hoisington, Dean. There she is. Taya Caddy, Director, Nursing. Jennifer Dennis, Professor, Nursing. Lynette Mackey, Professor of Nursing. From the Liberal Arts and Sciences, Fanshin Berryman, Coordinator, Scholars Excellence in Childcare. Christopher Cox, Professor English. Scott Hendry, Professor for English. And Crystal Moore, Professor of Psychology. From the STEM division, we have Dr. Luis Montes, Dean. Dr. Brendan Balch, Professor Math. Dr. Shanmugan Puvanandran, Professor Chemistry. Dr. Salih Al-Sharopi, Professor Biology. And Lauren Smith, Professor Biology. From Workforce Development, we have Dr. Kyle Foster, Dean. I think his first day is tomorrow. Faith Vinoy, Workforce Development Program Specialist. Heather Ziegler, Environmental Training Center and Instruction and Program Manager, sorry. And then we're ready for our awards, but no one's come up yet. If you'll come on this, my left side, your right side over here, please. Let's see, do we have Brandon? I think we got. I'll start with the 10-year awards. We have Julia Kelly. Also 10 years is Darcy Delaney Nelson. And 10 years, Dr. Brandon Burris. At 15 years, we have Dr. Joe Campbell. For 20 years, we have Craig Dawkins. And Jennifer Coe. And Professor Leanne May. Professor Suzanne Thomas. And then 30 years of service, Arlene Haynes. Okay, those are my 3 pages. Next, I'd like to invite Dr. Kent Lashley, Executive Vice President and Chief Financial Officer, to present recognitions for administrative services.
Good morning. Welcome back. I'm getting old. First, I just want to express my appreciation to the departments that I work with and have the privilege to try to help supervise that do an outstanding and excellent job in the day-to-day operations of this campus and have for going on 13 years now that I've been involved. And so I just thank each one of you. You do an excellent job, many times in spite of me, and that is appreciated. So that being said, I'll start with my recognitions for either new employees or new assignments, promotions. We'll start with Administrative Services, formerly known as Business Affairs. First, we have Ms. Jada Davis, promoted to Payroll Specialist. Ms. Charnel Edmond, promoted to Senior Administrative Assistant to the Vice President, CFO. Ms. Donna Harper, promoted to Coordinator of Purchasing. Romario Plunkett, promoted to Coordinator of Payroll. Leah Ring, promoted to Coordinator of Accounts Payable. Jacob Studebaker, Coordinator, Safety, Security, and Risk Management. There he is. And Misty Swinford, promoted to Senior Purchasing Specialist. Thank you. And for the Department of Auxiliary Services, new employee Ms. Julie Fitzpatrick, Event Coordinator. Somewhere in the back, I thought. Mr. John Shackelford, promoted to Assistant Director for the Union and Event Services. For the Office of Human Resources, we have Ms. Tanya Christenberry, promoted to Coordinator of Investigation. Tanya. And Ms. Krista Norton, promoted to Associate Vice President, Employee Relations. And I should say that pending President Hurst approval, which I don't remember if I've had yet, we are suggesting the name change to Employee Relations because Human Resources and Payroll Benefits are being unified under one department. And so Ms. Norton has succeeded Ms. Alberta Nutter. So we congratulate you doubly, I guess. And she'll do a great job, I'm sure. Thank you. Operations, or maybe better well known as the physical plant. We have Mr. Jerry Brown, Maintenance Worker 1, HVAC. Mr. Adam Chikorsky is promoted to Maintenance Worker 2. Ms. Delilah Coles, Maintenance Worker 1, Grounds. Mr. Joshua Greer, Maintenance Worker 1, HVAC. Mr. Kerry Griggs, Maintenance Worker 1, Grounds. Mr. Kevin Harjo, Grounds. Wayne Harkless, promoted to Maintenance Worker 2. Ms. Jessie Keever, Grounds. Teresa Richards, Grounds. Dwight Reese, Maintenance Worker 1, HVAC. Scott Stutzman, promoted to Maintenance Worker 2. Mr. Steven Stutzman, Operations Specialist. And that is all for operations. So the last department will be Information Technology Services. Crystal Collins, ERP Programmer. Jason Creech, ERP Programmer. Ms. Stephanie Fleming, promoted to Coordinator, Desktop Support. Zachary Putnam, Infrastructure Technician. Cynthia Rogers, Desktop Support Desktop Support Technician. And Ben Rogers, promoted to Senior Director for IT Services. Tamika Stepany, IT Accounts Manager. And if you are getting a recognition for service awards, please make your way to my left, your right. I see a couple moving. There's another. All right. It's kind of like the old Pac-Man or Frogger games. Let's see if you can make it. May the odds be ever in your favor. All right. Well, if you didn't know, that happened to me a few years ago. That's okay. It makes it a lot more fun and exciting if I announce your name here in a second you didn't know and you're in attendance. But first, we'll do the 10-year awards. Miss Paula Gordon, 10 years. And next, Autumn Miranda, 10 years, if she's here. Okay, she may not be here in attendance. She's not here today. She decided to retire, and that's who Ms. Norton's succeeding, but Alberta Nutter had served 10 years, so we'll give her a round of applause for that accomplishment. The 15-year award first is Mr. Ian Byers. Ms. Krista Norton, 15 years. Okay, and I have a 20-year award for Brandon Acree. Did Brandon make it this morning? But we'll acknowledge him just the same. And I have a 20-year award for Miss Christina Rogers. That concludes the administrative services portion of the program, so I'd like to invite Mr. Cordell Jordan to come to the stage, the Vice President for Marketing and Communications.
Good morning, Rose State. All right, this is going to be short. We have two new additions in the last year in our small but mighty team. So I'd like to recognize David Hamrick. He's our graphic design, branding, and visual communications coordinator. His official title is actually Chief of Logo Police. He has a badge and everything. And we also have Peyton Shaw, who is our videographer. And that's it. We're all fairly brand new. Other than Ken, we are so grateful to have Ken on our staff because we have some institutional knowledge. He's been here 17 years. I told him he has to stay 3 more so he can get his catalog order. All right, so right now I'd like to invite the awesome Dr. Kirby Hardsman, our Vice President for Student Affairs, to come up to present the final recognition of the program.
Just all of these things for sure, people. Good morning. I have, if you are getting a Student Affairs Award, Service Award, if you would come up to the stage, because we have a pretty quick list this morning. Starting with promotions, we have several of those. Brandy Morgan is now the Assistant Director of Admissions and Records. Brandy, how are you? Brevin Sinner has been promoted to Student Engagement Specialist, and he will be handling all of our intramural sports on campus. Miss Lauren Sikorsky-Campbell is now the Director of Admissions and Records. Lauren, stand all the way up. Give us a wave. Stand all the way up and give us a little wave. Yeah. Ms. Michelle Aitzen-Rossler is now the AVP of Student Affairs, Dean of Students, and Registrar. Dr. Nicole Turner is now the Title IX Co-Coordinator. Where's Dr. Turner? And Patricia Lawson has been promoted to Coordinator of Scholarship Management. We have a few new hires, starting with Anna Grace Webb. Anna Grace is a recruiter in student engagement. Spring Byington, did Spring make it? Yay! She was doing drop-off duties this morning. She is a TRIO office manager. And Amber Stafford, Amber's back there, I know, is a financial aid specialist. And so our service awards, we're going to start with 10 years, Shirey Brown, Admissions and Records. Congratulations. Congrats. Thank you. Okay, next 20 years, Mr. Destin Orell. Next, we have Lucille Pierce, 30 years in financial aid. Congratulations. And finally, Steve Daffer, 35 years in financial aid. Together, Steve and Lucille are an entire retired person. I think you can make it. Congratulations. And that concludes our staff award recognition program for today. Thank you all so much for being here and the incredible work you do every day for our students and for our campus community. At this time, I would like to welcome to the stage Professor Ann Smith, our Rose State Faculty Senate President. There she goes. Here she comes. Ann is in her second year of her term, and her second president. So, as Faculty Senate President. So, what up, Ann?
Good morning, everyone. As Faculty Senate President and Gen Ed Math Coordinator in the STEM Division, it is my honor to introduce our new college president. Although he's not a new face, He has lost the signature ponytail and is stepping into this new role with style. President Travis Hurst began his journey in education as a rural science teacher and coach, roles that taught him adaptability, compassion, and the fine art of working without a budget. Since arriving at Rose in 2013, he has worked in almost every corner of the college, from wrangling the learning management system to leading academic affairs as provost, and now as president, he gets to do it all. He's passionate about student access, community impact, and the kind of innovation that will make our jobs easier. This is evident from how he digitized the tenure process and revived teaching in community, which I hope we can all agree deserves a round of applause. President Hurst is driven by a deep belief that Rose State is not just a college campus, it's a community of possibility. And he's bringing that vision into his leadership. Please join me in welcoming someone who knows our work, values us and our students, and still answers email faster than most, President Travis Hurst.
One more adjustment. Good morning, Rose State. If you're a morning person, I'm glad you're here and bright-eyed. If you're not, welcome to the club. I promise there's enough coffee in the room to get you through, and I hope the excitement and the crackle in my voice will be enough to make you forget the coffee. Let me begin by expressing my heartfelt gratitude to the Board of Regents and to this incredible campus community for the trust you've placed in me. I also want to offer my sincere thanks to Dr. Jeannie Webb, an exceptional leader, a mentor, and a friend. Her steadfast dedication has shaped this college in profound and lasting ways, and I'm honored to follow in her footsteps. As we begin this new semester, I'm filled with immense pride, deep gratitude, and a strong sense of responsibility. Rose State has long been part of my family story, and now I'm privileged to help lead it into its next chapter. So that brings me to today's theme, choose your own adventure. I don't know how many of you got the same sense of excitement when we got the flimsy and smudged paper scholastic book order forms in elementary school that I did. When those were passed out, I knew that I was getting the next Hardy Boys book and the next Choose Your Own Adventure title. If you remember those classic books, every decision you made shaped the direction of the story. Some paths led to unexpected challenges, others to incredible discoveries. But each choice moved the story forward. And just like those books, every choice we make here, every program we launch, every student we support, turns the page to the next part of Rose State's story. So, let's open to chapter 1 of this year's adventure, likely our most ambitious yet. We are charting a bold course for the next decade through Vision 2035, a strategic framework I proposed that is built on the foundation of Rose State College's current vision statement, advancing a tradition of excellence. This framework focuses on 4 key areas: the student experience, campus infrastructure, academics and workforce development, and bridges across campus. Like any good book, these chapters are connected. but each has its own set of challenges, characters, and victories. Let's turn to the first one, our students, and the one that is why we're here, frankly. If this were one of those choose-your-own-adventure books, this is where you'd get two options. Turn to page 12 to learn how we're expanding our scholarships, or turn to page 18 to see how we're building lifelong student connections. Well, if you're like me, you're going to read both. I mean, I paid for the whole book. Last year, we awarded more than $400,000 in scholarships, and our goal is to increase that to $600,000. With greater engagement comes greater support. We're continuing to build a college experience that extends far beyond 2 years, offering students the lasting relationships and sense of belonging found in a 4-year environment. And we know the best student experiences don't always happen in the classroom. They happen when a student discovers a passion through a club, when a coach teaches resilience on the field, or when a classmate becomes a lifelong friend. Our campus is uniquely beautiful, but 55-year-old buildings need a few checkups and maybe some new parts, and in some cases, simply a new facility. We're conducting a comprehensive building audit to prioritize the updates we need to keep our campus competitive and student-ready for the next decade and beyond. One of those key priorities is our STEM facilities, where we envision a state-of-the-art building aligned with the needs of Oklahoma's economy, featuring cutting-edge equipment and hands-on learning. Achieving our vision will take bold action, so we're evolving our fundraising approach. We are no longer relying on outside contractors to chase opportunities for us. Instead, we've brought that work home. As mentioned earlier, Chelsea Hunt will be transitioning into the Director of Grants position to lead our efforts in finding and managing the funding that will fuel our future. Grants will be a driving force in how we grow, and we will not sit back while peer institutions claim the opportunities that should be ours. We're going after them, strategically and aggressively. Together, we'll target key programs, expand our donor base, and build partnerships with individuals, businesses, and grant organizations who share our vision. And with the stage set, it's time to focus on the plot. What happens every day in our classrooms and labs. As Chancellor Sean Burridge of the Oklahoma State Regents for our higher education said when he was on our campus, higher education is workforce development, and Rose State College is answering that call. We are aligning degrees, programs, and micro-credentials with the 100 critical occupations identified by the state of Oklahoma. That means implementing curriculum pathways and meta-major alignment, grouping related academic programs so students can explore broad areas before choosing a specific major. This helps them make informed decisions, complete credentials faster, and connect directly to in-demand careers. Rose State is one of the few institutions that has established workforce development as its own division, now offering an artificial intelligence degree, expanded micro-credentials, and a reimagined career development center. In keeping with the theme, if this were a chapter in the Choose Your Own Adventure moment, the page could read, turn to page 27 to see how our AI program is preparing the future tech leaders of Oklahoma. Or turn to page 31 to explore how micro-credentials can change careers in months instead of years. And of course, every good adventure needs clear communication among the team. Otherwise, the heroes end up on different pages of the story. In my listening sessions with faculty and staff, now more than halfway complete, another consistent theme that has emerged is the need for stronger campus-wide communication. To meet that challenge, I've made a small but important reorganization. I'm proud to recognize Whitney Alvis as our new Chief of Staff. Whitney is advancing our strategic priorities, coordinating cross-campus efforts, working with industry and government partners, and ensuring communication is focused, consistent, and aligned with our mission. Another key component of our story is the implementation of a single source of truth concept, unifying systems for HR, payroll, and workflow management. This will improve decision-making, increase transparency, and create greater efficiency. With a new ERP and CRM system and RACI framework, we'll ensure clear ownership of tasks and communication that is internally and externally consistent. And while strategies are important, they are not our greatest strength. For that, we turn the page once more. While our strategic plan matters, and presidential vision statements are important, I know, I wrote one. Our greatest strength is not words on paper or on the screen. It is our people. It is you, our faculty and staff who bring this campus to life through your passion, your dedication, and your belief in our mission. You prove it every day. When a faculty member stays late to mentor a student through a tough concept, when the IT team pulls an all-nighter to keep our systems running, when student affairs staff transform a single conversation into a life-changing plan for a student, or the work that so many of you put into keeping our facilities running and the campus clean and inviting. What makes Rose State different is that for you, these moments aren't just tasks on a checklist. They're a turning point in someone's story. For some students, their Rose State story begins on page 1. It's their very first adventure. For others, sometimes the space vampire gets you, and they've had to turn back a few chapters for that second chance. And for many, this may be the final page where everything changes. That's the magnitude of the work we do here. Every day, we hand students the power to choose their own adventure. It's personal, it's powerful, and it's the kind of story that can change a life forever. And then now, we turn to the final page. The decisions we make this year will shape our legacy. So I ask you, what kind of story do you want to tell? What kind of college do we want to be? This year, each of us holds the power of choice. Will we choose a chapter that plays it safe? Or the one that is bigger and bolder? My challenge to you is this: let's make our story one worth reading and one worth telling again and again. I'm honored to serve alongside you. Thank you. You have a long break. Welcome back.